And here's another view of these just crazy old vineyards behind me. I mean, look at that. That's how they have grown grapes for, I don't know, let's just say at least 20 years, because look how old these things are. Completely untrellised. And so they must just ramble all over the ground, and maybe they tie them up towards the end of summer. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to come back to have a look. But look at these things. They're so old. I would guess 100 years, but I don't know. Crazy. And I have no idea what variety that is. It's really, really interesting to see what grapes grow on that. And now you can see how hard they get pruned, and that they are coming back to life now as we move into the warmer months. Amazing. I was just talking in the last video about change and letting today take on its own flavor, because every day is different. And if we feel like we're stagnant in life, it's because, we're thinking, we're criticizing, we're judging, and it feels like we just get caught and have no reason or purpose. That was huge for me. I had to have purpose, otherwise I felt very stagnant. And I still to this day almost have tick lists of things when I do things, and it makes me feel very motivated. But the essence of motivation comes from within, and the satisfaction is actually this ability to not look at time, but to be okay with what is right now. So the satisfaction can be lived now rather than when the goal has been achieved, right? And I saw that recently because I was doing a yoga class, and the whole journey of the yoga class was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it had its ups and downs, of course, of sometimes feeling very unmotivated, sometimes feeling very excited, sometimes feeling like I can conquer and take on yoga for the rest of my life, and other times going, what the heck? Either that's hard or I don't want to because I'm tired, all kinds of flavors. And then you get to the end of the class and you're like, oh my God, I don't want this to end. And so there's an ending, but there's this desire to go back to the beginning and do it all over again, and do it even more, take it on board more, learn more, dive into it more, as if to say what I had done wasn't good enough. I didn't put enough attention on it, or I didn't learn enough, or I don't remember it now, so I need to go back and hold on to that information somehow. And I think that's interesting, because the truth is probably every moment of the class and the course, I was 100% there. Okay, let's just even go down to 80%. Let's just say that. Full on, enjoying, learning, participating. And then you get to the end and you're like, oh my God, I've got to go back and do it all over again because I haven't learned enough. And yet that's what the mind does. The thinking, the patterns is always like this. When something gets completed, we might have this sense of satisfaction that it's completed, or we might have this feeling of loss that we're going to lose what we've just done, and what fills that void now. And it's such an interesting idea that we're not complete. And so I guess the lesson today is to see that in ourselves, where we actually feel like we're not complete, like something's not enough, and just be aware of that. And what is it like when it is enough, when everything is okay? It's kind of interesting, isn't it?